Good evening, guys and gals. This is Brad Varnell with the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. And tonight, I would like you to just kind of take a moment to sit back and relax. And I'd like you to imagine something. If you can close your eyes, close your eyes. If you can't, if you're driving or something, keep them on the road. But I would just like you to sit back and relax and imagine that you're new to crypto. You're getting ready to throw some money at it. And you've gotten some good advice, and you decide to invest $9,500 into a few handful of cryptos that you've gotten some good tips on and that you believe are going to be worth much more in the future. Now imagine that happened in February of 2021. And now I want you to imagine that by January of 2022, that $9,500 was worth $2.2 million. Can you imagine it? Does it seem like it's even possible? Well, folks, I am here to tell you that not only is it possible, but I've seen it with my own eyes. In fact, the reason that this YouTube channel exists is because my mentor and one of my closest friends, a gentleman named Jonathan Kelly, actually did that in 2017. He saw the vision before I did. He begged me to get into crypto, talked to me throughout 2017. In fact, for some of you that have been in crypto for longer, he came to me and told me about a little project called Ant Shares that was turning into Neo. And he was excited because it was going to throw off this dividend token called gas. And he loved the idea of passive income. He knew that capital gains was fantastic, but that passive income was going to give him the ability to live the life of his dreams. And so while I sat on the sidelines, keeping an eye on things and watching him, he turned $9,500 into $2.2 million. Fast forward to the beginning of 2018, and I jumped into crypto wholeheartedly, and here I am 3.5 years later, and financially independent. My wife and I don't have to work anymore. It's been an incredible journey, and I thank him. God bless him. God bless, thank you, God, for blessing me with him in my life. And unfortunately, he passed away before he really got to see the incredible adoption that was coming this year. And so at 57 years old, he passed away, unfortunately, from just natural causes. It was a miserable situation. And he really never got to fulfill his dream of traveling the world and really enjoying the life that he would have got to live had he continued to live for another 10 or 20 years. He'd have probably had 10, 20, 50 million, maybe 100 or more by the time he was done. But folks, the reason I tell you that story is because it's possible for that to happen to you. So if you want to know how fast can you become rich in crypto, it can be pretty darn fast. But there's a couple of things that you got to do. You got to be willing to change your mindset and start thinking like a wealthy person. Where are you going to come up with the 9,500? How are you going to figure out what tokens to invest it in? How are you going to know when you should sell it? I mean, back in 2017, 18, there was a lot of people that rode small amounts of money up into amazing, tremendous amounts of money and then watched it all slip away because they thought that it was going to become worth more and more and more and more. And, time has shown us that cryptocurrencies long term are going to continue going up. Just like when Microsoft launched in 1988, it took many, many years for computers to take over and for every single household to have a computer. Now, not only does every single household have a computer, but just about every family member in the household has a computer. Like, you can't see it right now, but right next to me, right there, is another laptop. And then you can kind of see my desktop behind me here in the corner. I've got 3 computers within half a foot of me. My wife's got a laptop in the bedroom. She's being quiet for while I'm recording. So she's got a laptop in the bedroom. My daughter's got a laptop in the bedroom. And then my son has a desktop and a laptop. So just in my house alone, like 7 or 8 laptops. And that doesn't include iPads and everything too. Folks, my point is cryptocurrency, blockchain technology is going to change the world. It is going to revolutionize the way that we do so many things, from real estate to buying cars and just how accountants, are able to take care of their clients' books and many, many, many other things, folks. Cryptocurrency is not just some baseless, meaningless digital thing that's just out there in space that has no value. The reason that cryptocurrency is valuable is because of the blockchain technology, because of the way that it is tamper proof. So, folks, you want to get rich in crypto, you can get rich quick, but it's so important to become the person that can take care of the wealth and that will do good things with the wealth. One of my favorite speakers, a guy named Jim Rohn, always said that, folks, if you come into money real fast, you better grow into the person that can handle it, or it will leave you just as quickly as it came. So part of my passion here, part of the reason that I have this channel is I want to help people have financial independence. From a very, very young age, I hated jobs. My dad always taught me to make money and be to get paid what I was worth. I never ever really liked the idea of having a job. I've had a few jobs over the years while I was searching for what was going to give me financial independence, but a job was never, ever, ever, ever the end goal. And folks, I think probably if you're watching this video and you're interested in cryptocurrency, there's probably a pretty good possibility that you're a little bit like me and that job is not the goal for you either. So many people just born and raised and their whole life, they think, okay, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to get a good education. I'm going to get a good job, and I'm going to have all of the things that I wanted in life and live a great life. And what most people find is that, a job stands for just over broke. Yeah, J-O-B, just over broke. Most people working for somebody else have just enough money to cover their bills, and they call it living paycheck to paycheck. I'm sure all of you have heard that. Well, folks, my goal here is not to help you make a bunch of money. My goal here is to help you make a bunch of money and keep it and grow it and learn how to sustain it and make passive income with it and really be able to truly enjoy your life. This year has been amazing for me. I've already been, June going into July now. I've probably been out of town for almost as much time as I've been in town because I can make money from anywhere in the world now. I don't have to be in any specific place. If there's Wi-Fi, I can make money. And I also have a bunch of my crypto assets that are throwing off passive income, farming through PancakeSwap and earning cake, Nexo platform, Celsius platform, where I'm earning interest. So folks, the goal of this channel is to help educate you. I don't want you to watch just me. I want you to come out and look and find other cryptocurrency YouTubers that are good for you also. But if you really want a down-to-earth, just a person that's going to really help you along the way with honesty and integrity, that's not here to try to sell you on a scam coin, that's not going to promote tokens that I know are going to zero, that are rug pulls. They're just somebody that's just, that really sincerely loves helping people and wants to roll with you along this journey as you create your financial future. Then I hope that you will enjoy this channel and that you will continue coming back and enjoying my content. Now, with that, I appreciate you sticking with me for this long and listening to a little bit about my thought process and the important things in life besides money. But I do want to give you guys a couple of little nuggets here. So let me click over here and show you one of the first tokens that I wanted to talk about tonight. This token is called Seedify, S-Fund. It's about a 60-cent token right now, and it's got just a little over a $6.3 million market cap. So in general, it is also considered a micro cap, but I really like what it does. And once again, right now, it has just been beating the heck out of it. It was $7 or $6.99 back on May 12th. Right now, it's 59 cents. So it's down over 91%. This token, unless they changed the tokenomics, the last time that I was dealing with them, you needed a minimum of 1,000 tokens. And this Seedify fund, if you click on the website here, will give you a little bit more, a little bit more information. But it's a decentralized incubator, so it's a Launchpad token. And I really believe that as the market comes back and ICOs become the rage again, this token has a lot of room to grow. As you can see, it's got a 10 or 12x in it just to get back to its all-time high. And then the other one that I wanted to swing by you guys real fast is called WexSwap. Also, Walt Finance. If you click over here, it is a little bit. Let me click on the Launch app here. It reminds you a little bit of Pancake Swap, but not all the way. It does have a swapping mechanism where you can swap tokens. Pick a currency down here, and you can use BNB or USDT. It's got farms, it's got pool, it's got lock staking. In fact, I believe I've got a bunch of this Wex and Wex Poly locked. So, folks, the goal of this video wasn't to necessarily do a deep dive on these tokens, but I wanted to give you enough information to where you could look them up. So, with WexSwap, they've got a Wex, which is the BCS Launchpad. Binance Smart Chain token, and then they also have a token called Wex Poly, which is on the Matic network. Now, this token has also had a lot of trials and tribulations. This token was actually airdropped to people that owned the Wex token. So everybody that got these tokens pretty much got them for free in the beginning for holding and staking Wex. And that's part of the reason that they've had some trouble sustaining a decent price in this market. The market cap, though, is about $10 million, but they did peak out at an all-time high here of 7 cents, and they're down 94, going on 95%. Another great lesson that you want to learn. And Warren Buffett, I believe, is the gentleman that is responsible for this quote, and that is, folks, you want to be buying when there's blood in the streets, and you want to be selling when there's euphoria and everybody thinks it's going to continue to go up forever. Like, I've always joked around with my wife, like, I'll know it's time to sell some of my cryptocurrencies and move it into fiat when I'm at the grocery store and the grocery cashier tells me, hey, I just bought some Bitcoin today. That's a pretty good indicator that maybe it's time to sell and create, take a little profit out and get ready for maybe a downturn. On the flip side, though, man, when there's blood in the streets, that is the time to buy. Back in 2008, here I lived in Vegas and been here for a while now. 2008, when we had that huge crash, Venetian, the Sands Corporation, plummeted from around $100 all the way down to a low of $1 to $2. It was $2, and then it went down to $1 briefly. I'll never forget that moment in time because I was broke. I wasn't doing the right things in life. I wasn't doing the things that I'm trying to teach you guys to do. And I wanted to buy some, and I just didn't have the extra cash. I even thought about borrowing money because I thought, man, this stuff is going to come back. The Venetian is not going out of business. The Sands Corporation is not going bankrupt, which means that it's going to rebound. And unfortunately, I missed that opportunity. I didn't have the cash to invest, and I didn't end up ever buying any. And then just a few years later, it was $70, $80, plus it paid a dividend. I could have changed my whole life situation by just having, $10,000 lying around that I invested when there was blood in the streets. Funny thing about crypto, I've got a lot of friends and family members that come to me, ask me for advice. And it seems like when crypto is going up, I'm getting messages all the time. Hey, what should I buy? What should I buy? What should I buy? Guess what? In the last 2-3 weeks, I haven't had one person ask me, what should I buy? So it amazes me. Like, when it's going up, they want to know what to buy. But once it's come down to prices, like right now, the prices are so much lower than the prices that a lot of my friends and family got in when it was on its way up. And instead of saying, wow, if this was a great token at $1, it's an unbelievable buy at $0.25, they got scared. Folks, now is the time to be bullish, to buy. This is where wealth is made. You buy one of these tokens that's down 95%, and guess what? When it goes back up, you make a lot of money. Imagine that token that I just showed you there when it's going from 60 cents back to $7. anyways, I'm not. I know I talk too much. You get me excited. You get me rolling along, and these videos draw out longer than they probably should. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this loose and get on with my night and let you guys get on with your day. And I really do appreciate you spending some time with me. If you got some value out of this video, if you enjoy my content, please consider hitting the like button. And man, to subscribe would mean the world to me, man. I'm working hard to create some momentum in this channel and get old YouTube's algorithms working in my favor. So every person that hits that subscribe button is blessing me by doing so. So folks, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. With that, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. God bless and have a great night.